Hey everyone, hello from Houston. This is Vicki. Welcome to my channel. We are going to do a little something different today. I'm usually doing makeup or talking about skincare or what my latest foundation or my latest blush purchases have been. But today I'm going to do a hair tutorial. You can tell I just washed my hair. And I had a couple of comments on one of my videos that said, "We love your hair. It drives me crazy because it's naturally curly." But a couple of ladies said they loved the way it looked and how did I get it smooth and how did I wear it curly sometimes. So I thought I was going to do my hair anyway this morning. I've already got my makeup on. So I thought, well, what the heck, we will do hair. I have a mirror right down there I'm going to look at, and you can see I just got out of the shower, slapped some makeup on, and my hair is still wet. I'm going to take you through what products I use, and I think that's very important. If you want to know what kind of hair I have, it's not thin, it's thick. I have a lot of, I pretty much have a lot of hair. It is fine though, and it is very naturally curly, thanks to my father. He has naturally curly hair, really curly. If I just let my hair curl all by itself, it is curly, but not in a really pretty sort of way. It's kind of a wavy curl, so I really have to do a lot to it to make the curl look good. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that I wear my hair, and this shouldn't be a long video. Oh, I got hair. So the first thing that I do so let's talk about shampoo and conditioner first. So what I use is, I'm grabbing them. I use the Kenra Platinum Luxe Shine Shampoo Gold Series, and this is the Luxe Shine Shampoo. And this is the Luxe Shine Conditioner. Get them at Ulta. And I am, of course, have gray, but you can't tell it because I go to the beauty shop every 4 weeks. So I go 4 weeks and she does my roots and cuts it. And then I wait another 4 weeks and the next time she does my roots and highlights. You can tell that you'll be able to see more when I blow it dry how much highlights. But this kind of keeps my brown, and it kind of helps my my highlights look better. Every other time that I wash, and I try to go 3 or 4 days, 2 or 3 days at least without washing my hair. I know it's not good to wash it every day like we used to, but every other or every third wash, when I put in the conditioner, I put a little bit of this in my hand in the shower. And then I put a little bit of this in it. And what this is Kenra Brightening Treatment Intense Violet Toning Mask for mask toning. And if you ever notice that your highlights are getting orange, I hate that. If you do this like every second or third wash, put this in your conditioner, put it all over your hair, stand in the shower for whatever, 3-5 minutes, and kind of let this tone. This really calms down that go orangey type look that happens when you have highlights. You'll be able to see that my highlights don't look orange or yellow at all. I think they're a beautiful color. So thanks to the lady that does it at the beauty shop, Letty. So that's my shampoo and conditioner. So then I put a little argan oil by Morocco. This is called by HASK. It is a 5-in-1 leave-in spray. And this is just, it conditions, detangles. It doesn't have any sulfates, chemicals in it. It just kind of makes my hair soft and ready to get blow dried. And it has some heat, helps your hair from getting burned from the heat. Now the next thing that I put in is called, there's all kinds of sprays like this, but this is the one that I'm currently using. I was using one by Chi, I have used one by Kenra, but this is the one that I'm using now. This is called L'Oreal Sleek It Iron Straight Heat Spray. And whether or not you're using a straight iron, if you're using a curling iron or a blow dryer, you know, you need some kind of protection on your hair. So I kind of put that all over. Then the last thing I do is I put in some kind of a smoother cream. Even if you're gonna wear your hair curly still, if you use a smoother cream, it keeps humidity and it keeps your hair from looking like wavy or out of control. It makes the curl look better. So this is called L'Oreal Blow Dry It Thermal Smoother Cream. There's a bunch of these too. I think Kenra has one. A bunch of, and I don't put very much. And I mostly am just gonna put that on the ends. You know, you just kind of want to protect the ends. Okay, so all my stuff, all my chemicals and all my products are in. I just kind of run it through. How my hair is cut, if you can tell, is it's kind of a short bob, I guess. So it's short in the back. I'll turn around later and show you the back, but it's pretty short in the back. And I don't want it short over my ears. I kind of like this to be able to play with. You know, you can either shove it back or pull it forward. My bangs are, you know, pretty long. They're definitely not short. So when I start blowing it dry, you're not gonna be able to hear me probably, but I have a round brush. I'm gonna kind of just blow dry it a little bit at first just to get the wet out of it. And then I'll start using the round brush. This round, I have a million round brushes. This is the Conair. I don't even know how big this thing is. I thought it said it. What I like about this one, I have a lot of these, but where's all my other ones? I have this for straightening. This is a Revlon, you know, it's kind of like a paddle brush. I have this, which has the bristles. I'll use all of these, but this is a Termix, which is a really good brush, but it just is plastic here, and it is really hard for me to hold on to. So this has rubber, kind of has rubber grips, and it's easier for me to hold on to. And then a little tiny brush right here for like the bottom little pieces. And this is just a little Conair brush also. So we're gonna blow dry, high heat, as fast as we can. I'm gonna kind of blow it all forward, and I'm just gonna mostly get the wet out first. And I'm blowing it all forward. And I shove it to one side to kind of give it lift. And then I shove it to the other side. And kind of try to get the roots dry. Lovely. So you can tell by this how, you know, tough it is for my hair. I mean, my hair is really unmanageable. So it's, you know, it really is going to have to be pulled. It's going to have to be pulled with a round brush, or you know, I'm going to have to do something to get all this unruliness out, if you can tell. So we're gonna start on the bottom right here. We're gonna start pulling this, and then I'm gonna pull the back, and then we'll do the front. Some people do the front first. I do the front last, so. Oh, P.S. This is an Elchim blow dryer. I don't know, Elchim, what does it say? Does it have a number on it? I just bought it. I can't read it. Anyway, so I just bought it at Ulta like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. I've been wanting one for a while. Everybody on YouTube talks about it. So anyway, oh, my hair is poking up. So okay, let's get going. It on low. So I just kind of keep pulling it. And sometimes I'll pull it, push it back. I'm just trying to get it straight. In the back, I'm just going down. Now I am going to, where's a clippy? I don't want that all to be poked up here. Okay, so now we're going to use a bigger brush and we're going to pull it through. And the same thing on the other side. Try to like go up if you want lift, and most people do. You know, they don't want it to be flat. Try to, when you get at the top, like try to pull your brush up and hit those roots. So now, so you can tell that's kind of straight. And we'll work more on the back. So we're going to take top, if y'all can see. Really hot, and then just let it set for a minute. And I kind of start to blow everything forward if I'm trying to get it straight. And then I kind of just go from side to side. I'm trying to make sure it's dry. Now, it is almost dry. Now, this is, if you can tell, or to me anyway, it is very dry looking. So, the first thing I would do is, where's my straight iron? Oh, it's got to be plugged in. So, if I was going to wear it straight, if I wanted to wear it completely straight, I would use a, let me plug this in. I've got my curling iron plugged in. I just don't have my straight iron. Hold on. Okay, so now my straight iron's turned, and it won't take it very long. This is a Chi, the Ultra Chi. So if you just want to wear it straight after blow drying it, in fact, usually the first day that I wash my hair, that's usually what I do. I wear it straight, but not flat on my head. I don't want flat on my head. This right here, I usually kind of flip it up because I don't want that to be straight against my... And this, I just kind of, I don't want it curled, but then I don't want it poking out either. I do the same to the back. I just kind of want it coming down. And this, I just, oh, it is so easy to burn yourself with these things. I've done it a million times. Just make sure that you get those under, make sure that you get them going under, and just pull. For some reason, one side always does easier than the other. I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. And then up here, I'm gonna go back with one. And I'm going to do what I call a C curl. You just barely grab it. And really you just want the, you just kind of want the hair on right by your scalp to be curled. You don't really want the rest of it curled. And then I'm going to do my part. And I'm not going to pick up my bangs. And do a C curl. Just bring it barely. And then bring it forward. You have to leave it probably a little bit longer. So take that around. And if you notice, I don't have the ends. You know, you kind of want it to look, I want it to look messy if I'm gonna do a day where I'm doing it straight. And we're gonna catch it here. We're gonna do the same thing. And then here, we're going to come straight down. I know so many people that have completely straight hair just have a cow to have naturally curly hair. And us that have naturally curly hair, of course, you know, want straight hair. So if I'm just wanting to wear it straight, I usually will shove it behind the ear on that side. And I'll just kind of let this be straight on this side. If it doesn't do good this way, shove it the other way. You know, I mean, every time I go into the beauty shop, she goes, which way, you know, and I go, it's both. So you can tell that's just straight back here. You can pull a little bit down. The other thing I use is the last product I use. Oh, my curling iron just fell. The last product that I use, I don't want that to fall and burn me, is this. I got this off of Amazon, and I heard of it through a YouTuber. I can't remember who, but it is called Design Essentials Natural Coconut and Monoi. This is called Deep Moisture Milk Souffle, and it is just it says a triple dose of nourishing botanicals for layers of hydration, softness, and shine if you have dull or thirsty hair, and I really think that my hair is, and it does, if you see it, it does kind of look like a souffle, and I didn't get very much, very, very little, and I put it there. I can kind of pull this down. I can make it look, you know, not quite so dry. I can pull that over. I want to pull this down. And you can kind of pull this out just to make it kind of look. And that's kind of it. There's not a whole lot to it. I just kind of shake the back. And I use either Kenra 25 hairspray, or I love this. I got hung up on this years ago. This is Visible Changes Signature Hairspray. You can only get it online at Visible Changes or Visible Changes hair salons in the mall. But it makes your hair stray. It stays all day, and at night when I come in and I take my makeup off and start brushing out my hair, it completely brushes out the hairspray. So that is one way I wear my hair. The other thing that this is good for is if you get a lot of hairspray in your hair at night, kind of on the ends, take this through, and it kind of takes the hairspray out of your hair, and it will kind of, it kind of acts, it doesn't act like dry shampoo, but kind of a little bit. So the next hairdo that I do, if I was going out, and sometimes this will work and sometimes it won't, but if you want to push the hair completely off your head, you know, and if you were wearing big earrings and if you had a pretty dress, you know, a really fancy dress that you were wearing, sometimes you don't want your hair to take away from everything else. And I just kind of push everything back like this and just kind of work it with my hands. Sometimes I have to spray it a little bit. And if you can, I don't know if you can see that good, but if it's kind of pushed away from the face, it kind of emphasizes this, and it kind of will, you know, make big earrings. You also, I can do this sometimes if I'm wearing a dress that has a really pretty high neck. So that's another option. You know, I know there's a lot of ladies that I notice on YouTube that they say, you know, if your hair is cut in a big pixie or a bob or whatever people want to call this, you can only do one hairstyle. That's really not true. Okay, so the last one is one that I do with a curling iron. This is an inch curling iron, and this is what I just call, well, I mean, this is just my wild and crazy hairdo. And sometimes when I used to go to the office, I would tell people I would just go to bed with my hair wet, let it curl, And then I would get up in the morning and I would do this. I would just kind of curl it all over the place and just let it curl. And that's when sometimes people like it the best. So we are just going to take, of course now we've tried to make it straight. Oops, my cord's hung up. We have tried, you know, we've done everything we can do to make it straight. Now we're going to do everything we can do to make it curly. So we're not going to leave it very long. And I let them cool. You know, I have a friend that says she puts these curls in her hair and then she walks around for a little bit and she lets her hair bake. And that's exactly kind of what I'm doing. Let it bake. You know, the other thing is I got some hot rollers the other day. I haven't had hot rollers in years. And I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not. I mean, I ordered them from Amazon and they weren't expensive. I think they're, I don't know, Revlon or, and I usually do this part up because I don't want it curling, you know, flipping back or anything. So anyway, I got the electric rollers and I tried them one day. A lot of people I noticed that have longer hair than me use them, and it's kind of cool that they can put them in their hair and put their makeup on, and then they kind of just pull the rollers out and then tousle their hair and they're ready to go. But it worked okay, but it looked a lot more I don't know, kind of old-fashioned to me. I don't even know what that word means at this point. With everything going on these days, who knows what old-fashioned is, but it's kind of made me think more of my hair when I used to do it. In the back, there's really not a whole lot to it because there's not a whole lot of hair back there. You can just kind of grab it, and all you want to do probably is just kind of get some direction. And just curl, curl, curl. If you wanted this really curly, I have even a smaller curling iron, and I think it's like 1/2 inch or something. If you really wanted this to be curly, you could do that, and I have before, especially on rainy, humid days. Like yesterday, we had the hurricane, you know, the hurricane came through. What is it, Hannah? And I'm in Houston, but this, I think, you know, Corpus Christi and some of those places got the worst of it, but we had a lot of rain. And it is very humid today. So I want this to go up again, just like the other side. And make sure I don't burn myself. I don't know how many times I haven't gone to the office and my hair was, you know, my face was burned. So I don't want to do a whole lot right there because I don't want this big line of everything going back and then part of it coming forward. So I don't want a part. When I get finished with this, I don't want a part to be seen. And I'm gonna grab that. And like I said, you can go to the left, you can go to the right, whatever, you know, however your hair does. I try not to keep them up there too long. I try to pull them a little bit. And this is kind of how if I'm just doing my hair quickly on the weekends, this is kind of what I do. Okay, so get this piece and then we're almost done. Make sure you get right up next to the scalp. You know, you want to curl all the way. And then with my bangs, I usually do them in 2 pieces, and I kind of want them going to the side too. And I kind of want them, just kind of pull at them. You want them to kind of go down like that. And then one more. And we want the same thing. We just kind of want them going down. Now it's bacon, like Robbie says. So we're just gonna let it bake for just a minute. I've got my hairspray. I have my souffle stuff, and I'm gonna get a little bit. And more what I want to do is I want to pull this through, and I kind of want to shake it up. Like I said, this is for the weekend. It can be crazy, however you want it to look. And I just take that souffle and all the way through. And I want my bangs to kind of come down. And I don't want it, I'm looking in the mirror because it's a little bit easier for me to see in the mirror. And you want height like up here. Like I told you, I don't want a part, but I also don't want it huge here. So I usually push back on this side and bring that down a little bit. You can kind of flip this up a little bit. So it can look a little bit crazy. And kind of what that souffle does is it just kind of makes your hair, you can kind of pull this down a little bit if you want to. And I hope you can tell. And I don't know what the back is looking like. I guess I could, let's see, where's my, so let's see. Probably got a hole. You have to kind of just work at it. Make sure you covering up all the, and definitely you don't want a hole there. And put some hairspray in it. Yeah, not too much, you know, we're from Texas. I could coat my hair with hairspray and still come in here and coat it again, and then probably coat it a third time. But anyway, so that's it, guys. So that is kind of straight. Then, you know, just kind of puffing it a little bit and then curling it all over and kind of making it look crazy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. You can tell that my my streaks or my highlights or whatever look so good. I think that Kenra shampoo is really helping. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me. And I had a couple of ladies ask, so thank you ladies for asking. Thanks, Deborah. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoyed it. Please join us again and hit subscribe and hit the little bell. And that way you'll be able to see all my videos when they're released. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. And stay safe. I know everybody is still concerned about COVID, and I am too. We're still staying in. So, you know, I want to stay safe, and I want to stay safe for my family to stay safe. So, have a great week. I will get a video out later this week. Thanks for watching. See you later from Houston. Hugs from me to you. Bye-bye.